Welcome back, my loves, and if you are new here, I'm the Sensei, and welcome to my channel where every day smells like cuteness, confidence, and a little bit of luxury. If that sounds like your thing, I welcome you to join the family. That way you don't miss out on the latest or the greatest. So without further ado, let's jump in. Okay, my love, so today we are jumping into some heavy hitters. So these are going to be perfumes that cut through the cold. These are perfumes that never get shy. These are going to be beast mode, long lasting, high projecting perfumes that actually show up in freezing weather and still leave a trail. So if you ever felt like your perfume disappears the second the temperature drops, this video is your winter survival guide. Let's get into this list. The first one on this list is pure cold weather drama. You get smoky warm incense wrapped around a rich plush rose on creamy sandalwood. Pretty much like a luxury rose shawl over your shoulders when you step out in the cold. And this one is from the house of Christian Louboutin, and this is Louboutin Rose Incense. And the notes in Louboutin Rose Incense is incense, rose, and sandalwood. And if you guys just watched my winter date night perfumes, this was in that list. And it was on that list because it is sexy for date night. And I also put it in that list because it is long lasting and holds up in the cold. So that is the reason why it made that list. And that's the reason why it's on this list as well, because this is one that will not fail you. That hangs out beautifully in cold weather. Because of the incense and the sandalwood, this is one that does not whisper. It pushes through cold air. It hangs out on your coat and on your scarf. Perfect for winter date nights when you want to feel expensive, elegant, and a little mysterious. Now the next one up is a true beast. We have this thick boozy rum. We got some tobacco, warm cinnamon, and a veil of saffron over a sandalwood base. Literally a spiced cocktail in a cigar lounge in the best possible way. And we are talking about Side Effect from Initio Parfums. The notes in Side Effect are rum, tobacco, cinnamon, saffron, sandalwood, and hedione. In the cold, those boozy, tobacco, spicy facets just explode off skin and clothing. It projects, it lingers, and it wraps around you like a heated blanket. This is going to be for like nighttime parties, New Year's Eve, anywhere you want to smell insanely decadent and impossible to ignore. The next one up is that opulent, almost over the top statement piece for winter. It opens up fruity with this juicy lychee, bright bergamot, and then it turns into this milky, creamy floral that gives serious depth and power. Coming in from the house of Xerjoff, we have Soprano. And y'all know that I have spoken about this perfume so many times on this channel. So you're going to see this a lot because I am going to always give whichever ones is given. Because if it's given, it's given. And if it's given, I'm going to give it. Soprano has top notes of fruits, lychee, freesia, and Calabrian bergamot. We have middle notes of Bulgarian rose, milk, amethyst, and Egyptian jasmine. And we have some oud, patchouli, and leather at the base. In the cold, that creamy, fruity floral over dark oud and leather becomes a luxury aura. This projects like crazy. It clings to your coat and it smells like you are walking out of a high-end opera house in a fur. What I would call rich girl aesthetic. Sticking with the house of Xerjoff, we have another heavy hitter that shines in cold air. This one is a figgy, warm, sweet, spicy floral with some incense. So not only is it creamy and warm, but it is slightly smoky. And this one just so happens to be one of my absolute favorites from the house of Xerjoff. And this one is Ouverture. And Ouverture has notes of fig leaf, orange, and magnolia at the top. We have some cinnamon, ylang ylang, Indian jasmine, and Bulgarian rose in the mid. And we have sandalwood, amber, vanilla, cashmere, wood, and incense at the base. And when it's cold, all of those dense, ambery, vanillic notes bloom beautifully in the cold air. It's cozy, but yet still very powerful. This is like a cashmere sweater with smoky incense and vanilla trailing behind you. So if you love you a ambery vanilla sis, this is absolute gas. And speaking of gas, Soprano is gas too. That's why they are both on this list. Next up is a spicy rose bomb that absolutely slices through cold wind. It starts off with this sparkling pink pepper and saffron at the top with a rich, jammy rose and a warm base of woods and musk. Coming in from the house of Kayali, we have Sweet Diamond Pink Pepper 23. In Sweet Diamond Pink Pepper, we have pink pepper, saffron, bergamot, and royal lily at the top. In the middle, we have some Bulgarian rose, May rose, vanilla, orchid, and magnolia. And we have amber, sandalwood, patchouli, and musk at the base. In the winter, the spicy pink pepper and saffron really helps this to really project. This is so good. As I said, we have that jammy rose and amber and woods that creates this thick, enveloping cloud. This is for that girl who wants that hyper feminine, loud rose that will not disappear like thin air. Bars. Now to the next one. If you want a dark gourmand that is giving royal dessert in the cold, this next one is it. We have boozy rum, thick vanilla, caramelized nuances, and some leather with an ambery, sugary patchouli base. This one is also coming in from the house of Kayali. And this one is Vanilla Royale Sugar Patchouli 64. And in Vanilla Royale, we have top notes of rum, vanilla orchid, and jasmine. Middle notes of vanilla, creme brulee, spicy notes, tonka bean, leather, and rose. And we have some patchouli, brown sugar, oud sugar, amber, and musk at the base. On skin, in the cold, this turns into a dense, sticky, intoxicating cloud. The sweetness and the patchouli really helps us to cling to fabrics and push out into the air. Perfect for winter nights, parties, and when you just want to smell like the richest, sweetest thing in the room, but with some depth. Now, this next one is one that either you love it or you hate it. But either way, we got to talk about it because this one is a classic winter projector that lasts and lasts. It is basically a solar jasmine wrapped in the most beautiful amber that you can find on earth. Simple notes, but huge in the air. Coming in from the house of Mugler, this one is Alien. And Alien is so good. Like, so good. I actually have a Christmas party that I'm going to tomorrow, and my cousin is going to be there. And her and I was just talking about this perfume a few months ago, and she was telling me how much she could not stand this perfume. And we went back and forth, and I was just telling her to give it a try. I'm really contemplating on wearing this perfume tomorrow just to see how she is going to respond to it. We're having a family Christmas gathering tomorrow. We do it every year, and I know she's going to be there. So I'm really interested in knowing how she's going to react to this, but I don't know if I want to wear this one to the party, but if I do, I will let y'all know how she responded. Notes to Alien are going to be jasmine, sambac, cashmere, and amber. And again, Alien cuts through the cold like no other. Like, the only perfume that I can really think of that really sticks through the cold the way that this does is the one that I'm going to talk about next. But yes, this cuts through the cold like a neon sign. That jasmine and amber aura creates a big radiant aura that creates that smell you before they see you type of deal and smell you after you leave. That's just what this one does. This is amazing for winter nights out when you just want a signature scent that leaves a trail down the sidewalk. This is one that moves, shake, and gyrate, and people will ask you what you are wearing. Next is the OG Gourmand Beast. Sweet, fruity, thick chocolatey, truly one of the most beautiful patchouli scents out there, and a true masterpiece in my opinion. Also coming in from the house of Mugler, we have Angel. And I know y'all got to be tired of seeing Angel at this point, but Angel is a winter staple for me. So she's going to be here like this. I'm giving y'all what I'm wearing. Y'all want to know what I'm wearing, right? This is what I'm wearing. And they say that people who don't like Alien love Angel, and people who love Alien don't like Angel. Me personally, I love them both. But if I had to choose one, who y'all think I'm picking? But no, seriously, if I had to pick one, I choose Angel without thought. Top notes in Angel, we have cotton candy, coconut, cassis, melon, jasmine, bergamot, pineapple, and mandarin orange. In the middle, we have honey, red berries, blackberry plum, apricot, jasmine, peach, nutmeg, caraway, orchid, rose, and lily of the valley. And in the base, we have patchouli, chocolate, caramel, vanilla, tonka bean, amber, musk, and sandalwood. I don't know any perfume that has this many notes in it. But in the cold weather, Angel becomes this huge cloud of chocolates, caramel, and cotton candy, and patchouli. And I'm not a patchouli lover, but the way it was done in this one, I do not know what they did with this hair. I don't know what witchcraft they got in this bottle, but the patchouli is not dirty. It's not strong. It doesn't make my throat itch like how a lot of patchoulis do. And it's not harsh on my skin. A lot of patchouli fragrances just become really harsh and screechy on my skin. And this one here does not do that. Thankfully, because I love it. It can be overpowering in the heat, but in the winter, I wait on winter for this every year. This is perfect. It is long lasting, it's strong, and impossible for anyone to ignore. This has to be sprayed with a light hand too, might I add. Actually, all of these fragrances on this list should be sprayed with a light hand. These are not perfumes that you could just... This is not something that you want to be spraying like 10 plus sprays up. You don't need to do that with this one or any of the others that I am naming on this list. But yeah, this is one where you're just like, you know what? I want people to smell me for days. That's what Angel does. Angel, they're going to smell you for days. Next one up is this luxury raspberry oud fragrance that is perfect for cold winter nights. It's fruity, slightly spicy at the top. Then you get these woody, slightly resinous touches with even more raspberry and oud. At the base, we have some vanilla and some patchouli that is giving it that serious depth and darkness. And this one is coming in from the house of Sillage. And this one is Passion de l'Amour. And girl, when I say heavy hitter, girl, this here is definitely not for kids. This should have a label on it that says, keep away from children. In Passion de l'Amour, we have top notes of raspberry, saffron, and bergamot. In the mid, we have raspberry, amyris, and lily of the valley. And we have oud, vanilla, patchouli, liatris, and raspberry at the base. And in the cold, this raspberry oud combo turns into this seductive, rich trail. It has that niche statement feel, the kind of scent that you wear a nice big coat with some long heels. This is that I smell expensive and I look expensive type of smell. So yeah, you rock this when you want to smell expensive. And this is sweet too. It's not like sickly sweet, but it's sweet. It's like sexy sweet and mysterious all at once. The next one up is one of those vanillas that is spicy and dark and mysterious. This is one that absolutely thrives in the wintertime. She opens up with this spicy, bright opening, then eventually turns into a thick, creamy vanilla with some resins at the base. And this is coming in from the house of Nishane, and this is Ani. And Ani is so grown, so sexy, and so fire. If you are one of those people that feel like vanillas are boring, you need to get your nose on Ani. Ani has top notes of ginger, bergamot, pink pepper, and green notes. We have some cardamom, black currant, and Turkish rose in the mid. And at the base, we got vanilla, benzoin, sandalwood, cedar, patchouli, ambergris, and musk. As I said before, in the cold air, Ani becomes this creamy, spicy vanilla with a bite. The ginger and the cardamom really helps this to project, while the vanilla and the resins makes this extremely cozy and comforting. It is an absolute beast in terms of longevity. Once it's on your clothing, it's not going anywhere. Next is like a rich, boozy floral cloak for the winter. You get this rum and honey sweetness at the top. Then you get this dense floral bouquet with some suede. And this is from Mr. Tom Ford himself, and this is Velvet Orchid. Velvet Orchid has top notes of rum, honey, mandarin orange, and bergamot. We have black orchid, orchid, jasmine, heliotrope, hyacinth, rose oil, narcissus, magnolia, and orange blossom in the mid. And we have some vanilla, myrrh, suede, sandalwood, Peru balsam, and labdanum at the base. In the cold, all of that rum, honey, vanilla, and resins really just wraps around you and pushes out. This is actually one of my first signature scents. I used to rock this like, I'd say maybe 11 years ago, 12 years ago. And I used to wear this perfume every day, and I got compliments every day, and I never got tired. All I would hear every day at work is, oh my God, who smells so good? And y'all know it's always me. And I'm always happy to say, look, y'all, enough is enough. We know it's me. But yeah, this smells like a glamorous night in the winter. This is Velvet Dress. This is a red lip. City Lights and a fragrance trail that just feels very grown, sophisticated, sensual, and very Tom Ford. Now finally, our very affordable beast. This is a spicy opening over lush florals. And this is my absolute top pick from the house of Lattafa. And if you guys watched my Lattafa ranking video, y'all already know what it is. And this one is Bade'e Amethyst. And this one has top notes of pink pepper and bergamot, middle notes of Turkish rose, Bulgarian rose, and jasmine. And we have oud, amber, and vanilla at the base. And in the cold weather, this goes full smoky sweet rose cloud. And it has serious projection. I have never, ever, ever, ever in my life worn this perfume and not gotten a compliment. Ever. For the price, the performance is crazy. It is one of those scents that just sticks to your clothes and just keeps going. Perfect if you want that dark rose oud vibe that can stand up in the cold without the niche prices. So those are my heavy hitters that cut through the cold. Let me know in the comments if any of these stuck out to you, something that you want to try. Also, let me know in the comments what heavy hitters you reach for in extreme temperatures. You know, I always gotta get in y'all business and see what y'all wearing. Put me down. And if you enjoyed my video today, or you enjoy any of my content, please feel free to subscribe to the channel and also like this video, because it does help my channel to grow. And until next time, I thank you all so much for tuning in with me today, and you guys have a lovely day.